do this for over a month now, and yeah, it just kept pushing it forward because I had a lot to do. So, suddenly it's a month later and you still haven't done it. So that's why I'm finally going to do my frame for frame, shot for shot, trailer analysis. I'll make this green screen. I hope it works better than the one I used previously. Okay, so let's just begin. Okay, so logos and a lot of stuff we've already seen. Some of the shots used to see. Looks way better, the painting, the effect is way better. Swimming up. And there. Oh, that's the first shot of the Dawn Treader we get to see in open sea, and wow, it looks amazing. I mean, yeah, okay, maybe when Lucy sees the Dawn Treader for the first time, it looks kind of fake, yeah, but in this shot it looks great, and this is exactly like everything I ever pictured when reading the book. I mean, just the Dawn Treader just on its voyage, sailing into the open sea. I mean, this looks great, and I mean, Harry Gregson Williams' music is back, and yeah, this trailer overall is much better than any of the previous trailer, just for editing, and I mean, just hearing that music again just brings back so many memories, and it really feels like Narnia again, which is a feeling I haven't felt in the previous two trailers. He says King and Queen of Narnia, not High King and High Queen, as we heard about, I think, 6 weeks ago. So that's really great, because that would just be a stupid mistake. I mean, it would prove that the writers just did not get the book. We've seen that. The effect looked way better, by the way. And then there is Eustace. And Eustace just looks, I mean, he seems perfect. That is just, it's one of the... Eustace, Reaper Chief, and the cinematography. Those are the three things I'm looking forward to seeing this movie. I mean, Eustace is amazing. He just throws himself out there, he just gives it all, and it works. It's amazing. Not many actors there do that, but he does, and it's just great. So I'm extremely happy that they cast him, because yeah, it really works. Okay. And then there's the Minotaur, and it just ruins the entire scene for me. I mean, it's just such a stupid, well, not actually this line is okay, but the line after that, it's something I said. I mean, it's so cheesy, and it's badly edited, because it's clearly another shot, so the lip sync is completely off the charts, out of synchronization, but still, yeah, so I think the Minotaur, it might be the editing, but still, I think the Minotaur in the scene just ruins Will Poulter's performance, almost. I mean, he gives such an outstanding performance, and then there's this Minotaur that's just like a big hoof, and then, yeah, he faints, and it's so cliche, and it's not really that funny at all. I mean, his performance, Will Poulter's performance is really funny, but the rest of the scene isn't, yeah, I don't like the writing and stuff, so nah, I'm not really, this gag just doesn't really do it for me. See, it just doesn't work. And C.S. Lewis hasn't got, it's not epic, okay, it's not epic. Why do they keep saying that? I hate when they do that. Okay, but Sea of Lilies works fine, and then it looks great, actually, not just fine, it looks amazing, and then we get to Aslan's Country. Well, it's not actually Aslan's Country, it's the border to Aslan's Country, never mind. And that looks just phenomenal. Like everything in this film, it looks phenomenal. It's more than I had ever imagined. Yeah, I mean, just looks great. So I'm really fond of how everything's looking. Yeah, and the wave, it doesn't feel unnatural, although it is impossible. It doesn't feel unnatural, and that's something that's really special. A wave that keeps keeps going, and water is actually going upward and stuff, but still it looks really really believable, which is really strange. But yeah, so it seems like the guys that did special effects just really nailed it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this part. It looks to be right on. So this scene might be one of the best scenes in the entire film.
Welcome, Fawn. Your adventure begins now.
And then there's Ramander's daughter, and she's just comes beaming down. Now, a lot of people at Narnia Web really don't like Ramander's daughter. You know, the idea of her being able to change into a star and into a person, and then just change back and forth. Personally, I don't really mind it. I'm just really disappointed that they did not use Lewis's description of a star, because it was so original. I don't really mind this version. It's just that the other version was so much better, you know. So, yeah, I can see why they did it, because it's just easier. But again, it's just the easy way to do it. I'm like, take a few risks with this film. I mean, it could work out amazingly well, but they don't really do that. So yeah, I'm just sorry that they just threw away the great idea Lewis had on, how stars age and age backwards and stuff, and yeah, they just threw that all out of the window. But all in all, the idea of her changing back and forth isn't really that bothering to me. She does look a little bit radioactive, as some people say, but yeah, I mean, that's just the look of the film. I'm sure you're used to it once you've seen her in film and she's on screen for more than 30 seconds, you're used to it. So it's not really that bad. Not really fond of it, but it's sort of an obvious effect. So I'm not really digging it. But yeah, it's fine. But then of course there's the joke, and it's just terrible. It's the worst ever possible thing they could do again with this scene. I mean, it's so stupid, like so typically Hollywood, when they have to, someone is attracted to someone just because of how they look, and I can't stand it. I mean, Lewis's interpretation of love in the Chronicles is so, it's really chivalrous and respecting. It's like the great stories of King Arthur and stuff, where the knight would do anything for his love to prove that he's worthy and stuff like that. This medieval love, that's how Lewis described it in the book, and then here in the film they're just they're throwing all of that out of the window, and they're just saying, yeah, well, she's pretty, he's pretty, let's just match him up. And I'm like, eh. And then of course they throw Eustace, they throw Edmund in there, and it's just, it's again this rivalry, and there always has to be tension between the crew members, and I hate it. I mean, why does there always have to be some form of conflict between the characters? I mean, it was like that in Man Witch in the Wardrobe. I'm okay with that, because it was like that in the book, Edmund and Peter, and that was fine. But then they repeated it in Prince Caspian with Peter and Caspian, and now they're doing the same thing, it seems, with Edmund and Caspian.
Distraction for you. I can change form.
No.
There is the source of your trouble.
You mean a witch?
Something far more powerful than a witch. It can steal the light from this world.
How do we stop it?
That sword you carry must be laid at Aslan's table. Only then can their true power be released.